Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of my unboxing of Kaladesh, which it actually ended up going exactly half.
Yeah, we opened 18 packs so far. We got 18 to go.
And we're about to talk about this card whenever the whole thing shut off on us. Hijack. Pretty good card. Decent. Sorcery speed.
2 mana sorcery, so
Three.
you're at least gonna, 3 mana sorcery. You can automatically just drag one of their creatures and hit them with it, or this one grabs artifacts too. So
Yeah, but I think we better. I think they just want to know about the really big cards. Because I've already.
A common though.
I mean, let's recap. I pulled what, 2 Gear Hulks, a Planeswalker, and a.
A masterpiece.
Yeah.
Only
Oh, look who I pulled again.
Pia Nalar.
She's all right.
She's all right. Definitely not good as Pia and Kieran Nalar, but
Oh,
solid.
hello. I like this card. Consulate Surveillance. I mean, it gives you 4 energy right off the bat.
Prevents you from damage from 2 sources already, and then if you got more energy laying around, you can just prevent damage all day.
I think this one should be set aside.
Man, not sure how much energy White can get, but maybe all the cards are there.
Torch Gauntlet again. Nature's Way. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, 2 mana gains trample and vigilance, and until end turn, and it deals damage to its power to target creature you don't control. So it can still battle and still have all of its toughness to battle with.
This card would have been better if it would have been a.
This card's from way back in Mirage from 1996. So
Yeah.
that's a reprint from literally 20 years ago.
Oh, look, pulled another Hijack.
Another hijack. That pack was kind of one of our worst ones, but
At least we got Pia.
yep.
My second one.
Doctors might live on, but might have to wait till the next set before they become powerful.
Again.
Literally, a 5/2 doesn't do anything else, but it's shiny.
5/2 for 4, that's alright. Paradoxal.
Paradoxical outcome. Return any number of non-land, non-token permanents you control to their owner's hand, and draw a card for each card returned that way. 4 mana instant speed. And you could redo all those come into play effects or bounce some lands to really dig hard for something.
Another Start Your Engines.
Start your engines. Well, we don't have any vehicles, but we got the uncommons for that vehicle deck.
Aether Torch.
That card whooped my butt in the pre-release. Some guy had a red energy deck plus Chandra and a dragon. I was losing that game.
Yeah. At 4 energy for 3 mana.
4 energy for 3 mana. Has a couple of good abilities. 2 mana or 2 energy and tap it. You can do 1 damage to any creature.
But if you pay 8 energy and tap
6 damage straight to the face.
that's actually pretty good if you could get enough energy up.
Yeah, if you just get them down to 6.
Hey, look, we got another assembly worker.
Yeah. I don't think there's any other assembly workers, but it's going to be interesting to see if they print more in the future.
Another Lawless Broker.
Yeah. He doesn't care about the law. He just cares about his money.
Well, then again, he does kind of.
He does help out somebody when he dies, so that's kind of selfless.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe he's a bad guy. Who knows? Oh, I see some shiny. Foil Mythic. There we go.
Rashmi Eternity's Crafter. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, reveal the top card of the library. If it's a non-land card with a converted mana cost less than that spells, you may cast it without paying its mana cost.
If you don't cast it, you still get to put it in your hand.
Woo!
And it's foil. Yeah, the EDH player is going to go crazy for that one.
Yeah, I think I know one that's going to go crazy for it.
Yeah.
Our good buddy John.
Yeah.
And
That's probably at least $10 right there. And the Smuggler's Copter is a $9 card right now. One of the best vehicles.
This one is?
Yep. Smuggler's Copter, 2 mana, 3/3 flyer. Whenever it attacks or blocks, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. But you got to tap 1 power worth of creatures to pilot it.
It'd be good for Madness.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of creatures that can't fly a copter. You think you would need a license for that kind of thing.
Genji Sentry.
Yeah, that card did alright.
Whirler Virtuoso.
If Thopters are going to do anything, it's because of that card.
Hey! Look who's coming back!
Yep, never left standard. He rotated and he got printed today.
Yep. Chief of
3
the
mana.
Foundry. I
3
love
mana.
that guy. Remember how much trouble he gave me back whenever I had my old blue-red?
Usually you got multiples, and I just got killed by 3/3 and a 4/4 top.
Yeah, and your languishes never helped you any.
Yeah, I never used to drew them.
Or even if you did play them, they still powered each other up.
Yep, they were still all 4/5s.
And
Syndicate Trafficker.
I could see it seeing a little bit of standard play.
The Black Artifact aggro deck, it's out there somewhere if you got all the pieces for it.
Yeah.
Where there's good enough for standard.
Durable
Probably
handicraft.
It's a new one to me.
Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. That's actually pretty good.
And 6 mana, put a 1/1 on each creature you control. So green definitely
After you sacrifice
has
it.
plenty of ways, especially in standard, to just dish out some 1/1 counters.
Incendiary Sabotage.
Really, really bad Shrapnel Blast, but hey.
Unless, of course, you can use Hijack.
Yeah. Really expensive, 7 mana for it being red, but hey,
it's
there if you got
another
it.
self-assembler.
Another Die Young.
Prophetic Prism.
Some mana fixing, another Power Helix.
Commencement of Festivities. That's actually pretty good. Prevent all the combat damage that would be dealt to players this turn.
Yeah, can't have standard without at least 1 fog.
Yep.
That's a nice little pack there.
Yeah.
For drafting. Good solid commons, really good rare.
Yeah, I actually sucked because I had such good cards and yet they were spread out in all the colors.
Yeah, fortunately, both of my pre-releases, a lot of my rare
foil.
colors.
Select for inspection.
Hey, there you go.
That's actually going to see a lot of play. I could see this getting a nice little boost in money.
Yeah, probably about $1 or $2 right now. Might go up later.
Fateful Showdown.
Yeah, only one part of the Collective Defiance, which is obviously a better card, but hey, that was instant speed. Maybe that matters.
Whirler Maker again. Ooh, hello. What do we got? Inventor's Apprentice. Not that good.
1 mana, 1/2. If you get an artifact, it's a 2/3. I've heard somebody actually nickname it Nerd Ape, which is kind of funny.
Look at this. Long Tusk Cub. Every time it deals combat damage to a player, it gets +2. You get 2 energy.
And you can pay 2 energy. Not limited to 1 per turn. 2 energy equals 1 counter. You can keep on getting in there, keep feeding itself. Snowballs pretty quickly.
Yeah, I could see that being a really good card.
And nothing new in the comments.
Yep. Got that nice select for inspection.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what else we can get. Another 1-drop. Fragment. Oh!
And the foils just keep on coming out.
Ninth Bridge Patrol.
Not as nice as a couple of foils we've gotten so far,
but this one's actually pretty good. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on it.
Yeah, an upgrade on the mob, which required the creatures to die for you to get a 1/1 counter. That they can just bounce.
Scrap Heap Scrounger. It can't block, but
2 mana, 3/2, very, very aggressive. Another one of those black-based artifact aggro cards.
If you exile a creature card from your graveyard after playing 1 red, 1 black, and 1 colorless, it returns to the battlefield.
Very good at attacking, can't block.
Yeah. I better put those off to the side.
Probably nothing else good in that pack.
Rush of Vitality.
Yeah, the whale. This thing won me. That thing won me quite a few games in the first pre-release. 4 mana, 4/3 flyer. Can only block flyers, but who's blocking with a big giant flyer? I'm attacking with it.
Amen to that, brother. You know, I have to say, you have been a real inspiration through this whole journey of mine to be a Magic player. I mean, whenever I first met you, I was just one of those. All I was using was a basic intro deck.
Yeah, but we turned that intro deck into, hey, we got our emblem for Dovin.
I guess we could put that over there. And Authority of the Consoles. Creatures your opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped.
Everything good about Thalia, but without the 3/2 first striker.
And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you gain 1 life. And for 1 drop, that's a really good first turn play right there.
Yeah, I can see that seeing playing EDH can get you a bunch of life.
Got that one again. Visionary Augmenter.
That's solid.
Aether Torch Renegade again.
Yeah. Nothing fancy in the uncommons.
Pretty much got everything.
You know the uncommons we've seen before. Talked about all the
I want to get that.
probably.
I want to get that Leviathan again. That thing is brutal. I mean, getting 3 energy at each upkeep. And
Yeah,
then
and then
paying
requires
6
8.
energy to...
I think it's 8.
Well,
and
I
it
still got...
bounces everything, and then half the creatures come to play and give you energy.
Fumigate.
Well, it's not as cheap as Languish, but it can catch you back up with the life gain.
Reminds me of End Hostilities.
Yeah, very, very similar to End Hostilities.
And you gain 1 life for each creature destroyed this way.
Yeah. Hard to tell if that's better than Planar Outburst, probably because of the life gain.
Oh, there's a new one. Underhanded Designs.
Yeah, this uncommon could probably see a decent amount of play. 2 mana enchantment. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, each opponent loses 1. Good for EDH, and you gain 1.
Yeah.
And it has another ability. You can basically murder anything for 2 mana as long as you control 2 or more artifacts. Shouldn't be too hard to get 2 artifacts.
We already saw the High Tide Hermit, didn't we?
Yeah. Sadly, that's only our second crab, but it's only a common. I got about, what, 10 packs to go?
Actually... I've got... Dang. Yep. Think about... Actually, 9 packs.
9 packs to go. Hopefully you're still with us. Open up some more good cards for you. Boom. Oh.
Skyship Stalker.
Yeah, probably not worth much in value, but play-wise, plenty of value.
Yeah, and I've already got the promo version of it.
Yeah, y'all have already seen it.
Malphite Doorbuster.
That card's pretty decent.
Essence Extraction.
That card is decent play.
Yeah.
Black base control deck, steal 3 to a creature and gain 3 instant speed.
Oh, here we go. Iron League Steed. 2/2 with haste and fabricate 1 for 4.
Yeah, there's plenty of hasters at 4 mana, so if your opponent's about to get 4 mana, you can probably expect a haster to come at you.
Ooh, we haven't seen that one yet.
Yep, I actually got 2 of him in my second pre-release with 2 of the Ether trade wins. I kept bouncing him and re-getting that energy. Pretty good combo.
I could see this seeing play. I mean, it's a good energy ramper.
Yeah, 2 mana, 2/1.
Getting 3 energy.
Does decent by itself. Probably just fuels all the other energy-hungry monsters that you got in your deck.
Yep. 8 left to go. And we've already pulled. I've already pulled.
Yeah, I think we've done made our money back.
A little more than
easily. Yeah, probably a little bit more with the 2 Gear Hulks.
Yeah, those Gear Hulks are going to be what, like 20
You'll
bucks?
probably see more of those dual lanes that are $5 a pop.
Yeah, and ooh,
yeah,
Midnight Oil. That's actually pretty good on it.
Play wise, yep. Money wise, nope. Not getting our money's worth out of that one, but
play wise, that's really good.
Play wise, the Black Aggro deck. Once again, another card for that deck.
Yep. Perpetual Timepiece.
Weird little uncommon.
It could be good for Delirium.
It's really good at making very long.
Oh, we haven't seen this one yet. Oval Chase Dragster. Trample and Haste.
4 mana, Trample and Haste, 6/1. Really easy to crew. Turns everything you got into a ball lightning. Yeah, they're probably going to have to block with something eventually. They can't take 6 for too long.
Yep. Ooh, we haven't seen that one either. Pima Outrider.
3/3 Trample for 4 mana, 2 of it being green. Already decent enough, and then you get to fabricate once. So you either get a 4/4 Trample or a 3/3 Trample and a Servo.
Yep.
Troubles.
And another Reckless Fireweaver. But that Midnight Oil, I can actually seeing play.
Hey, shoot, almost everything in that box has been for the Black Aggro deck. Maybe that's your next deck, Travis.
Maybe. I mean, of course, I'll have you to help out with that. Although we did kind of say that we were going to try a Bant deck. For me. Because I did get
I was trying to get a hold of one more Tameo so I can...
And, oh, Metallurgic Summoning. Another Mythic.
This card I can definitely see making a splash in Standard in your control decks.
Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create an XX. Wow.
You have 5 mana enchantment. You kind of skip your turn 5, but every turn after that you play an instant or sorcery and you get an excess creature for free based on that spell's converted mana cost.
But then you get to return all your instant or sorceries if you exile this card.
For 5 mana, and you have to control
6 or more artifacts.
6 more artifacts. Probably not activating that too often, but if you are, you're probably already winning. But just the first ability is probably good enough for me. And you get free tokens with the Torrential Gear Hulk that we opened up earlier.
I actually like this Giant Spectacle. I think it's a good replacement for the Titan Strain. that we lost.
Yeah, 2/1, plus 2/1, and menace for 2 mana enchant creature.
That's actually pretty good.
Pretty good in limited. It turns everything into a really nasty creature.
Yeah.
Even a simple 1/1 turns into a 3/2 menace as early as turn 2.
Yeah. Too bad. Yeah. If only it would have Skull, though.
Skulk and high power don't do too much, but if it's going to die in
Oh,
combat,
fabrication module foil.
yet another foil force. Foil uncommon that could potentially see play.
And Botanical Sanctum, another dual land.
Yep, all these dual lands will see plenty of play in standard and possibly even modern.
And they're going to
quick lands.
Oh, Aether Meltdown.
That card's pretty sweet.
Whenever it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. It has flash too, and you can enchant a creature or vehicle, and it gets -4/-0.
Can work on creatures and oddly enough, it says enchant permanent, so you can put that on Gideon, and now Gideon's only a 1/5.
Well, it says creature. Oh!
No, never mind. It's creature or vehicle, so you can't enchant walkers with it.
Well, Gideon could be treated as a creature, though.
Yeah, you can give it -4 for a turn, but then when it returns to a planeswalker, that card will fall off.
Yeah, true. But hey, at least it's pretty good. But no, I didn't.
If we got a rare over there,
Yeah,
and
the
nice little
Botanical
pile.
Sanctum.
Definitely made our money back on that pack. I think the blue-green one will probably end up being the most expensive.
Yeah.
Going right into the blue-green infect decks in modern.
Oh, fuck. And Metalwork Colossus.
He costs a lot, but it's huge, and he can cost less.
Where X is the total converted mana cost of non-creature artifacts you control. Hello, that could actually work with vehicles.
Yeah, sadly vehicles want creatures, so he's probably still going to cost at least 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But if you sacrifice 2 artifacts, those can be creatures. Return him from your graveyard to your hand, so it's a 10/10 that keeps on coming back.
Yeah. Armorcraft Judge. That's alright.
Yeah, we got one of those.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's a nice little energy, blue-green energy uncommon right there. 2/3 flyer for 3 mana.
Yeah.
Whenever it hits him, you get that much energy. So if you hit it with a pump spell and hit him, you get a bunch of energy too.
If we're not showing you this stuff, it's because they're kind of a little not really worth showing. I mean, you'll find out later on.
And it showed you enough of the commons and some of the more important commons, but as long as you can hear us, you can probably tell what's going on.
Yeah. And Master Trinketeer.
3 mana, 3/2, servos and thopters get +1/+1.
And you can create the servos too.
If you got 4 mana laying around, you can make you a servo token that's automatically a 2/2.
Quicksmith Genius. I think
3 mana, 3/2.
I think he's a rummager.
Yeah. The draw and discard is rummage, not necessarily looting, but same thing, almost.
I thought looting was the blue tactic.
Yeah, looting is you draw and then discard. Rummaging, you
Discard
draw.
then draw.
Yeah,
Discard
discard then draw. So better if you got an empty hand.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was talking about. The Lathnu Hellion.
3 mana, 4/4 haste.
Yep.
Gets 2 energy, and it gets to stick around as long as you keep feeding it 2 energy every turn.
Which that's what I was
Or you
using
can
my.
mass with the Ether Trade Winds.
That's what I was using the Ether Trade Winds
Yep,
for.
nice little combo. Oh, we got another Voltaic Brawler.
That's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, probably the best uncommon in the set.
You know it's probably going to be worth a little bit.
Yeah, I could see that being $1.50 to $2, kind of like the Swatch Recruiter.
I've already pretty much made my money back on this whole box.
Oh yeah, we got a couple of Gear Hulks, couple of lands, automatically at
Those Gear Hulks
25 there.
Those Gear Hulks are going to be big.
Our masterpiece is probably at least 30 or 40.
Oh, I love this card, Cultivator Caravan.
Yep, be prepared to see this one in standard. 3 mana, you automatically get a mana fixture, which sees plenty of play in EDH too.
And it does any mana of any color.
Yep, fixes your mana, accelerates you in limited and constructed.
Oh. Toolcraft
Do we get 2 rares in that one?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's...
I guess vehicles count as commons when they're rares.
But that's maybe it was supposed to, maybe they mixed it up, maybe it was supposed to be a foil.
I don't know.
Yeah, Toolcraft Exemplar's alright.
Only second time seeing a box being pulled, and I didn't notice that in the first box. So.
Bomat Bazaar Barge.
I love that in limited. 4 mana, 5/5, crew of 3.
Whenever it enters the battlefield, draw a card.
Yep, doesn't have to be a creature to draw a card, so you always get that for 4 mana.
And the Avengers Goggles again.
Oh, I think we had one rare still in there.
Yeah, I almost forgot the Exemplar.
Yep, 1 mana, 1/1.
We're down to
During
2
combat,
packs left.
it gets +2/+1 if you control an artifact, and if you control 3 artifacts when he attacks, he's a 3/2 first striker, all for 1 mana. Should see plenty of play. I've already seen him in a lot of the red-white vehicles.
We're down to our last 2 packs here.
Last pack.
No, this is the last.
Second to last pack.
Fumigate again.
Another Fumigate.
And another Start Your Engines.
Well, that makes 3 start your engines. They want us to make a vehicle deck, but they didn't give us the vehicles to do it with.
Armorback Stomper. Hello.
I've been calling him Thragtusk. 5 mana, 5 power trample that gains you 5 life. Close enough.
Decoction Module again. I can actually see this seeing play in energy decks.
I think I like the other one a little bit better. But
Oh, and a 4th Self-Assembler for me.
you're probably not seeing playing constructed, but if you draft any number of 1 self-assemblers, they're easily really good.
Last pack, people.
Last pack. I think we're due for a Chandra or Nissa or something cool.
Well, I already pulled 1 Planeswalker.
One's not enough, though. There's 4 of them.
Hell no.
There's 4 of them in the whole set. We
Didn't
need
someone
to
pull a foil Chandra back at the pre-release in Jeff Sykeston?
Yeah, that lucky person, them. I only got a foil Planeswalker myself.
And nope.
And it's a rare vehicle. Fleet Wheel Cruiser. Probably one of the better vehicles. I think it's probably third or fourth best vehicle.
Whenever it first enters the battlefield, it becomes an artifact creature until end of turn.
Yeah, automatically a 5/3 trample haste for 4 mana that doesn't go away. So, a really good version of Ball Lightning right there. And for a low cost of 2 crew, you get to keep on beating them for 5 trample damage.
Yeah. Woo.
On turn 5, you can
And
get 10 damage in just
and
one
another
card.
Fireweaver.
Yeah, I've got 100 of those.
Well, I'd say that was actually a really, really decent opening right there.
Yeah, really good box. We got 1 masterpiece, so you should probably expect to see 1 masterpiece per box. I think they're averaging out like 31 packs per.
And I ended up getting a nice Planeswalker.
Yeah, all the Planeswalkers are good in this set. If you open one up, be happy.
Except for the one that you pulled at pre-release.
It's actually worth the third most, and I've already sold 2 of them, so.
But still, all of these good cards.
Yeah, kind of all over the place. I think if we had to build the deck out of this box, they gave us a lot of the rares for the black artifact aggro deck.
Yeah, I think we could go like red-black on this, don't you think? Like red-black aggro
We didn't open
energy.
up a whole lot of good red rares, but we got some good white, some good black. Blue, we got the Gear Hole, Godovin Bane, and a couple of Fumigates. We got like a miniature blue-white control thing going on.
I mean, we
Good box overall.
Yeah, I mean, the Gear
Yeah,
Hulks.
Masterpiece again. Oh yeah, I forgot about the foil Rashimi.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice little $10 bill.
Ooh.
A lot of really good art on that too. Magal Villanueva. Card we're talking about here. Look how shiny that is. Gonna be in somebody's EDH deck here in not too long. I imagine you won't hang on to that for too long.
Well, you think John wants that?
I think any EDH player playing blue or green would want that.
And then there's my Gear Hulks.
A couple of Gear Hulks, 2 of the better ones. I think black is probably my second best.
Actually, these are actually very unique ones because they actually cost colored mana for this. And they're
all the Gear
artifacts,
Hulks, they technically have a color, but they are all artifacts.
but they are still colored. They're extremely rare colored artifacts, to be honest.
Can't be countered by that one colorless cards because they do have a color.
Exactly. But still,
But a couple of lands, Fall Rashimi, Dovin Bane, Champion's Helm, I'm going to guess is about 30 to 40. Let's call it 30 just to be safe. That's 10, that's about 6.
Dovin Bond's going to be dropping a little bit, though.
Yeah, I think he's sitting at like 12 right now. I could see him going as low as 8, but
And a bunch of other
at least
really
you'll
good,
see play unlike Narset.
and a bunch of other really good cards. Pretty decent foils out of them, too.
Yeah, I see sitting out in front of us at least $60 to $80 worth of stuff.
Yeah, I think I made about half my money back on that.
At least. Depends on how much this goes for. It could even go up, actually.
Yeah.
And the Champion's Helm, I'm guessing it's 30. It could be higher than that.
Well,
the Green Gear Hulk has the potential to be a $20 card. How ridiculous that card is.
Yeah. And that Torrential Gear Hulk is going to be, what, about 15?
Really good uncommons. I think Start Your Engine could easily be a $2 card.
Yeah.
We got 3 of those.
I gotta say, though.
Oh, yeah, and the copter's $9.
Copter?
Yep. The 2-mana 3/3.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere in the middle of the box there. A couple of Voltaic Brawlers, probably a couple bucks.
And that one land that you're wanting? The Aether Hub?
Yeah, the Aether Hub. I'm hoping to buy me a fat pack later
and
today.
Cultivator's Caravan.
Maybe draft some.
Cultivator's
Caravan should see plenty of play. Another really good EDH card, at least.
And not only that, but that Rush of Vitality card, though. Woo! You can see that seeing a lot of play.
Yeah, I could definitely see that in like the black aggro deck with
there's the Smuggler's
Copter. Probably the best, probably the most constructed worthy vehicle.
Yeah, and
of course, Sky Spawner being the most powerful vehicle.
And one of the more powerful artifact creatures.
Yeah, Metalwork Colossus.
If you can get this guy out, you're pretty much golden.
Yeah, I could easily see just a pure artifact. Like, Eldrazi's wouldn't count towards bringing down his cost, but there's plenty of puzzle knots that have decent abilities. They all give you energy. A bunch of energy-based artifacts. Half of them are creatures, some of them aren't. But you could easily have a good artifact, just artifacts-only deck based around that guy if there's enough artifacts. Maybe we can use Panharmonicon to maybe double up the Fox triggers.
Or double up on the Verduras Gearhold.
Yeah, I mean, that works for that, but then we have to put green in our deck.
Mm-hmm. Or we could use it with the Torrential Gearhold, too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you have to have non-creature artifacts to reduce its cost, but yeah, good enough.
I mean, if you could get the Torrential Gearhulk and the Verduras Gearhulk out, I mean, you could just get him out for free. If you're running a big deck like that, though.
Yeah, blue and a green probably won't be a color combination unless there's a lot of energy in those two colors. So maybe you got you a green-based energy aggro deck with some blue kind of tricks in there.
But you really want to try and get an Aether Hub just for that reason, too.
Yeah, Aether Hub could probably just go in any deck, really.
And so can the Cultivator's Caravan, I mean.
Yeah, the Caravan can go in any deck. Just has to have some creatures in it to crew it, or maybe you just want a really expensive mana rock.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, this is one of the better boxes that has been.
Well, it's your first box, so it's a good way to set the bar pretty high there.
Yeah, plus it's one of the better boxes that I believe you said that you've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I bought a lot of boxes. I've definitely seen much worse than this box right here.
But very few can actually top
this. Very nice to look at.
This deck can actually, I mean, this box can actually, very few can actually top this one, can't it?
Yeah, unless you get multiple Masterworks or multiple Walkers, one of them being Chandra, or just get more Gear Hulks, maybe one of them shiny, but...
What was this, like, third pack in or something like that?
It was pretty early, yeah. We even have...
This guy was second.
Card.
I think this was the first pack.
I think he was like second or third. Our first one was a Mythic 2.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
This was like... I think this was early on in the second half of the packs.
The Angel of Invention, that was the first pack.
Could see Constructed play. Definitely going to be cheaper than Gisela, but I think Gisela will be a better card.
Yeah. And not to mention getting a couple of these dual lands.
Yeah, dual lands. We got both of the blue ones, so the blue ones and the green-black one are the highest money-wise right now.
Yep. Blue-red and blue-green. Well, I hope this actually helps you to really want to try and go after the Kaladesh set, because I know I was waiting for this. I mean, I've been waiting forever to buy my very, very first booster box.
Yeah, definitely a good set to get your first box of, or even get multiple boxes of. If you just got a couple $100 laying around, I wouldn't mind buying 2 boxes of this set.
Also, look for the new look for the new intro decks, which I believe they're now called Planeswalker decks.
Yeah, Planeswalker packs, they're pretty good to start off with if you just want a deck or part of your collection because you can't get these cards out of normal packs in Kaladesh. So
Yeah.
if you're really, really into just collecting every card in the set, you're going to need these Planeswalker decks, each of them being $20 a piece. So.
And also, there's the new dual decks that are out.
The new dual decks came out not too long ago. Nissa versus Obnix.
Which
reprints of cards that you probably already have if you've gotten some Oath and some Zendikar block.
Now,
but still good Planeswalkers, see plenty of play. So $20 you can get you a couple of really good constructed worthy cards.
Also, another. We talked earlier about how good of a player I am whenever I actually get what I need. The best finish I've ever had, I believe, was the second place finish, in which I kind of...
You've gotten a couple of finals. I think you got top 4 in Hour of the Dragon one time.
Yeah, because I remember that one. That was the one that I used, that I realized that my key to winning was my Sword and Solemn Visitor.
Yeah, Sword and Solemn Visitor. Love that card. Played in Modern.
He was one of the very first Planeswalkers I actually pulled from a booster pack.
Yeah.
You were there whenever that happened, too. Because I pulled him and Garruk, Apex Predator. And after I bought a Garruk single.
And then didn't you get like either an Elspeth like earlier or just a short bit later after that? You bought some packs next week and got an Elspeth?
No, I actually traded.
You already had that one?
Yeah. But I did end up actually pulling a Tameo recently.
Yeah, Tameo's really good.
Especially in Bant.
Should keep the Bant decks alive. Easily replaces Collected Company.
Let's see, who else did I pull? I pulled Avacyn.
That was a really good card.
And Olivia in the same pack.
Yeah, that was a really good pack.
Yeah, and then there was that time I pulled the Expedition Land and that foil full art forest that was worth like $10.
Yeah, that was another good pack.
2 packs.
I think the most expensive pack I opened was in a Fat Pack and Cons. I had a foil polluted Delta worth 80 something at the time. And it had another fetch land in it. It was a $104 pack.
Oh, I just realized the Demonic Pact card is going out.
Yeah, Demonic Pact was in Origins, and that rotated today. It will be sad. But there's always more decks to build.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, buy some packs now. I mean, you'll never know what you'll get.
Very hard to lose money on this set. Plenty of, I think there's 32 masterpieces, and they average about 1 per 31 packs, I believe. So you should get one of those if you buy a box.
One classic one that we're missing because it just rotated out, I believe it was Hangerback Walker.
Yeah, Hangerback Walker. It's actually a masterpiece, but it is not standard legal, sadly.
Yeah. I remember pulling that back at the original, no, I think it was at the Origins pre-release. Yeah, it was the Origins pre-release.
I had to trade for a bunch of mine, but...
But also, another really good card that I pulled back then in the Origins, which I'm really going to be missing now. Mana Gorger Hydra.
Mana Gorger Hydra. Didn't play it too often, but I know a lot of people that did, and man, it could get a bunch of counters on it really quick.
Yeah, remember my red-green deck that I had with it? Pyromancer's Goggles?
Yeah. Play double the spells.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it didn't double up on the counters that it gained.
Yeah, he still got 1 counter, though.
Yeah, although back during a sealed 2-headed giant one time, I actually pulled a Mana Gorger Hydra, and one of my opponents tried to use Turn to Frog on it.
Yep. If Turn to Frog actually upgrades that card, it gives it +1/+1.
But it makes it lose the trample, though.
Lose the trample, but...
But then my partner ended up pulling Cancel on them.
So,
or Negate.
Negate, so it got 2 counters anyway and kept its trample.
Yeah. And that was during the attack, too. It was really stupid. And the Hydra was already a 14/14.
Yeah, that's a pretty big creature.
Yeah. This guy has been scared of me a couple times during gameplay.
Yeah, you beat me a few games.
The first time I ever actually beat you in an actual match was back at Hour of the Dragon.
Yeah, I think that one was, we were playing virtually the same deck, and I just kind of drew
You
a
broke.
few too many lands, and you got like, I think you were beating me down with like a Wingmate Rock like pretty early on after a Rhino on turn 4, and I just couldn't catch up.
Yeah, and pulling out what's her name, Liliana.
Yeah,
Liliana Vess. I missed that card. I think she was in Origins too.
No, she was at M15.
Oh yeah, that really stung whenever she went out.
Oh well, we got 4 new Planeswalkers to play with in this set, so you get you a box of Kaladesh. I've seen 2 boxes pulled and 2 Planeswalkers pulled, so it's a good chance to get you a Walker and a Masterpiece, so good chunk of money right there.
Yep. Anyway, that's about it. I mean, unless of course you want to see all the tokens and lands that we got, which I'm not sure you do.
And we'll have another video for probably talking more about what we lost in Dragons of Tarkir and Origins, since those 2 sets rotated today.
Yeah, and talk about some of the strategies that we've used in the past.
Yeah, when we were revealing a lot of the cards we were talking about in this set, a lot of them, about half the set I would see easily being constructed play. So we like to talk about the new cards that you can potentially build decks out of. Energy, a brand new mechanic that you can build multiple decks out of. I think the only color that can't really run energy efficiently is probably like black has the least energy cards, and maybe white's like a little bit behind. But
yeah, and I got that Cub that can really feed itself and give you
green
energy.
Definitely got a bunch of energy cards, and I think blue and red are probably tied for the second most. But
and white's got some pretty good ones too.
White's got a decent amount.
But you never know what you'll pull, though. I mean, look at what happened with me.
And of course, you still got the Planeswalker decks, plenty of good cards in there. All standard legal, by the way. But yet the masterpieces are not.
Yeah. Yeah. But, and unfortunately, we just lost the last of the Tarkir block, too.
Yeah, Dragons of Tarkir
and
probably won't be missed by a whole lot of people that didn't play green-white.
Although I remember you kind of screwing a lot of people over in the Khans block or the Tarkir block with that Raptor Jesus combo that you kept on pulling. Den Protector and
Den Protector and Deathmist Raptor both rotated. Very fun combo, dominated standard for a good year.
I remember that one time you spent like an hour or 2 on one match with that.
Yeah, that was the very first Dragons of Tarkir standard. And those 2 cards, along with Collected Company, which are now rotated, all did really good work for their entire time that they were standard.
Although Tamiyo is going to be a good Collected Company replacement.
Yeah, you could easily get your 2 cards worth, which is, basically what Collected Company got you average.
But if you can get
2 cards per 4 mana instant speed, you can definitely get even more on top of that.
But if you can get
Tamiyo.
If you can get Tamiyo's ultimate off, you're basically golden.
Yeah, just a combination of +1s and -2s can easily win you the game.
Yeah, but if you get the ultimate off, though, man, your opponent's going to be so screwed because you don't need mana to cast your stuff anymore.
Yeah, free Omniscience plus John 3 cards to start playing your stuff for free. Definitely powerful, but between the first 2 abilities, you should probably be winning the game pretty hard, and then the ultimate's just icing on the cake.
Yep. Well, Eric, I have to say, good packs and everything, and
good packs, good fun, and hey, we got a tournament coming up later, and 3 more packs of Kaladesh goodness.
Oh yeah.
I love me some draft.
Yeah, drafting. I'm actually going to be joining in on that, to be honest.
Heck yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I mean,
more of this good stuff.
I mean, I've been actually doing really well in drafts lately, haven't I? I mean, I've been.
Yeah, your sealed pulls have been kind of pretty unlucky with all your rares being spread out between all 5 colors, and one of them usually being pretty bad anyway. So.
But draft, that's where you can really that way you can focus on what cards you want to build for your deck.
Yeah, in draft you kind of get to build your deck, so you got a lot more control over what you get, and if you have an idea of what's available in the set, you can kind of build your deck based on your first couple of picks.
But you really want to try and get your hands on the high cost cards before anyone else does.
Yeah, I mean, if you need those cards for constructed, or
if you want to just sell them.
Yeah, and you need just a really good card for your collection. You can rare draft. I try not to unless the card's just ridiculous cost, which probably means I need it for a deck anyway.
Yeah. I gotta say, this has been a fun day. I mean, look at what we've done. Well, look at what I've accomplished.
Yeah, the pre-releases were probably some of the funnest pre-releases I've been to. Of course, having really decent pools and I could probably have won both of those if I would have played them out and not split the top 4 with everybody else. But 8 in the morning, you've been playing Magic for 11 hours. You kind of just want to go home and sleep. And
I mean,
then I had to run our pre-release at Q2, which was also a huge success. We sold out.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
But I also heard that the former
we're going to get 2 kits, so we'll be able to max players of 36.
Yeah. Well.
A lot of fun to be had, and this has just begun.
Yep, and I'm actually thinking about buying that Fat Pack, or that new bundle in there.
That'd be another video for our viewers here.
Yep, but maybe not. Yeah, I think I'd rather keep the bundle to myself.
You got to share it with the world, man.
You think I should?
It'd be a short little video if we did do it.
Yeah, alright. Well, stay tuned.
Thanks for being with us so far, and hopefully we can bring you some more videos of Kaladesh and all the goodness it holds.
Yep, and Eric and I were actually thinking about talking about making a video series together about different strategies or different stories about our playing, about different matches that we've been playing in tournaments and stuff like that.
I definitely got a lot of deck ideas that I could probably put on video and help maybe spark some ideas of our viewers here, and maybe even help get some comments and help along the way.
Or we can even do deck profiles too.
Yep, we've already started doing that here at Q's Comics and Games with our other card game tournaments, but we'll definitely be getting in on the Magic front of that.
Yep, but so you'll be joining me then for those?
Yeah. Had fun making this video for it.
Yeah, I mean, it was my first booster box, and you were here to see it.
Yep.
And you witnessed every opening, too.
Yep, a lot of good packs.
Yeah. A little jealous, I guess.
A lot of those cards look pretty good.
Well, until next time, people, keep playing Magic. And
having fun doing it.
Oh, yeah. Rock and roll, people.